Hey guys, how's everybody? I'm here live. I had some technical issues. My microphone wasn't working, and so I was talking and nobody could hear me, so I'm doing this again. So here I am, and today's Eric's logged on. Okay, thumbs up. That means everything's working. Hey Lacey. So today's big topic is Julie. Thanks for logging on. I saw you log on, and then I saw you log off because I didn't have any volume. Hey Noreen. Okay, here we go. Food is fuel, rethinking the way that we feel about food post-bariatric surgery. I like this topic a lot. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, I know, right? Thank goodness I realized I didn't keep on blabbing for half an hour. So it's Friday. It's the Facebook Live Bariatric Corner. It's where we get to share some feelings about food. My favorite topic, right? Jesse Martin, happy Friday to you. Kim, happy Friday, guys. Friday, Karen. So I'm just thinking about this. Do you guys remember when I did that video? It was like, it must have been last November. I was sitting and had this beautiful snow falling behind me. Time flies. It feels like that was yesterday. Crystal, hey. So what happened? What happened to the time? So I hope you guys had a great week, and I hope you have some spectacular plans for the weekend. What is it you guys are up to this weekend? What's going on? Last weekend was the long weekend. I know you guys were grilling, and you guys had some great weather going on. Some of you had some awful tornadoes happening in the area. Gosh, watching that's really, really scary. So hang tight, guys. I know you guys over there are in an Oklahoma area and Arkansas and Texas. You're in the middle of your tornado season. How scary is that? Hands up if you guys are over there in that area where they have all those tornadoes. Anyways, let's talk about having a good weekend, right? What are you guys going to do this weekend? Tomorrow I have a cousin's lunch planned, and I have to work tomorrow, and so that's it. That's my weekend. The weather here is still pretty yucky. If you have some really nice sun and beautiful weather, send it my way. So this week's topic, let's get into it, right? It's about we need to rethink about food after weight loss surgery. And we've all heard the words before, how food is fuel, right? Food isn't a way. Oh, hey guys, Brandon, yeah, Tornado Alley, right? Jeez, scary. So food's not a way to alleviate stress. It's not something to do when we're feeling angry or depressed, right? It's all about food is fuel. So we got Karen saying hi. We got Crystal. Thank you. The flooding and tornadoes is scary. Today you have, thank goodness. I've been watching, and it has just been really scary where you are right now, Crystal. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Deborah. Deborah, I love watching the recipes that you post. They're really good. Your Instant Pot ones. Excellent. So who out there stress eats? Thumbs up, hands up if you guys eat when you're stressed. Brandon, go, go, go. Do you stress eat, Brandon? How are you doing with those sunflower seeds? We all do it, right? A little bit. Don Hendricks. So that's what we're talking about, food and trying. Oh, that's funny, Brandon. Talk to me about your sunflower seeds. And so there's stress eating, right? We don't even realize we're doing it, and before we know it, we have a hand in a bag of chips, and we're eating those chips, or we're eating the sunflower seeds in like a nervous, weird, strange way that we can't stop almost until like you burn your tongue with the salt, right? I love them too, Brandon. So I want to talk about stress eating when you're depressed. You know, we have a really bad day, coming home and just mindlessly eating, right? Well, now after surgery, food becomes more like fuel, right? We have to think more about how important food is to fuel our body, how important those calories that we're eating are to keep us healthy and to keep us on the track, either losing weight or maintaining. Hey there, Kelly. My friends and family will tell you that I'm super passionate about nutrition. I love traveling, and I'm super passionate about a whole healthy life, right? I feel it's super important to stay on top of science and to be able to share it with you guys. Hey, Michelle. I want you to become passionate about food after your surgery. And now, even if it's been a while that you had surgery, we can become passionate and learn every day about food. And why am I talking about food? It's because I'm a bariatric nutritionist and a surgery coordinator. I'm not always the healthiest that I can be, and not every meal that I eat consists of a perfect plate. But in my mind, I strive to be that person to adapt to what I love to say, lifestyle, right? A healthy lifestyle, where I don't miss anything from the standard American diet. Now look at that, SAD, very sad, our standard American diet. Hi, back to you, Michelle. I think that it takes time to make that shift, and I know it doesn't happen overnight, right? For sure. The love for pizza, pasta, hamburgers, French fries. What's your favorite food, right? What's your favorite standard American diet food? Sugar. Hey, Christine, over in Canada. Wildfires are burning where you are again, I think. Crazy weather. Okay. So the love for all these processed, refined foods, it doesn't just disappear after surgery, right? It takes time to change the thinking and the relationship that we have with food after surgery. It's not because you have bariatric surgery, you all of a sudden stop loving French fries or hamburgers or whatever it is that from the standard American diet that we're used to eating, right? We need to use food in order to drop the weight. So food is that tool that's going to get us to our goal. Food's not our enemy. Food's our friend. But in order to be successful, we need to deal with our feelings about our friend that's food. So true. It takes time. It takes time. You don't just stop. You don't just stop liking, for me, you guys know pizza and chocolate milk. You don't just stop, but you can adapt and make changes, because you can make almond milk with cocoa, right? Or you can make your pizza with cauliflower crust. The food manufacturers now are picking up on us wanting healthier food, right? And they're making maybe a little bit of an effort, I think, to give us those foods, but we have to demand them. Hi, Sheri Langford. So guys, we're always on a diet, right? Aren't we always on a diet? I hate to say that, but it's like most of us have this history of being on a diet all of the time. We're constantly restricting ourselves. When I'm working with clients, coordinating their bariatric surgery, hey Ricky, sorry. One of the first questions they ask me is, what kind of diet am I going to be put on, right? Everybody wants to know the famous pre-op diet, right? What kind of diet am I going to follow? A bariatric diet, pre-op and post-op. But the next question when they realize that is, what kind of diet will I be on for the rest of my life? So I want to talk a little bit about sustainability. We can't live our lives in a constant vicious circle of being on and off of a diet, right? It messes with our moods. Remember that, who gets angry when they ditch the carbs, right? And it messes with our metabolisms also, constantly restricting ourselves. I think the real goal for me is to help you change the way, or help my clients change the way that they think about food, right? What needs to be changed is the relationship with food, right? Thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Yep. We need to put in place a new lifestyle where we eat real food and not that packaged stuff that people are trying to shove down our throats and sell to us. Julia. Hey, Crystal, I'm not going to lie, I'm really nervous about the pre-op diet. Guys, tell Crystal it's not so hard, the pre-op diet. You guys all did the pre-op diet. Brandon says he's so hangry. Are you hungry right now, Brandon, on the post-op diet right now? Is it real hunger or is it head hunger? That's my question for you, right? Hey, Brandy, thanks for watching. Cynthia, hi. So we're always going to have to put an emphasis after the post-op diet, after the bariatric surgery, and after you pass through your initial month, right? High quality proteins and healthy fat. That's where it's at. High quality proteins and healthy fat. That rhymes. That's where it's at. Cool. Processed carbs we use as quick energy, but in the long run, they're never going to sustain us. Angelica, thanks. Kim says, it's really not that bad. The pre-op diet went really fast. Right, Kim, but you're a couple years post-op now. You actually had a harder time. You had a harder pre-op diet. It's easier today because nutrition science has told us that only liquids puts a lot of stress on the liver. So diets have changed a little bit. Brandon says, no, just finding, but thanks, Kim. Thanks for letting us know your experience on the pre-op diet. Brandon says, no, just finding variety of food that I can handle. Right. So Brandon's at a stage right now where he's past the post-op diet now. He's doing super. It's been a couple of months now. But Brandon, this is it right now. I'm going to ask you. You're going to ask me, can I have chicken, fish, rice, pasta, whatever it is? And my response is going to be, you can, but should you? Should you be eating those kind of foods? Oh, Deborah says, I thought so. Thank you, Kim, says Crystal. And Bobby Joe, what are you drinking? I am drinking almond milk with no sugar and Cafe Lib. It's fake coffee with a little bit of stevia. It's really good. CAFE-LIB. It's only chicory. Tastes like coffee. It's yummy. Substitute. So I should get back on topic now. So I was talking about processed carbs and how our body is made in a way that the first thing that it's going to burn is carbs. We know that, right? We all know that. Our body's going to burn carbs. That's the easiest thing for our body to always go to. And then our body's going to burn protein, right? That's the next thing that it gets to. The last thing the body burns is fat. And our goal is to burn fat. So isn't that, we got to think about that, right? The last thing. Miriam. So I also want to talk about how my work is also teaching clients how to eat post-surgery. Up to the first year, 2 years, right? Encouraging them to meet their protein goals. And speaking of that, protein goals, guys, protein goals. I wanted to just make you a reminder that the way you determine how much protein you need per day is to take your ideal weight, multiply it by 0.36, right? There's going to be, it's not a perfect equation because there's going to be other factors involved there. There's going to be your activity level. There's going to be your current health. There's going to be how much muscle you have to start with, right? There's a little bit, that's an average idea of how much you should be consuming per day, okay? So for me, for example, my average is 60 grams of protein a day. It can go a little bit higher, it can go a little bit lower, but that's the number I kind of try to work on. Michelle, hey, so also, I encourage clients to think about food as fuel and to fuel the body correctly to get the desired goals. So now we know that the first thing the protein burns is carbohydrates. We really want it to be burning fat. And so now we have to kind of think about it like fuel. So what am I going to feed my body so that it burns fat better, right? Bev, Sarita, hey guys. Guys, carbohydrates is this huge monster topic, right? Hi, Bev. And I really want you guys to understand the difference between the different kinds of carbohydrates, right? Not everything is a good carbohydrate. Not everything is a bad carbohydrate, right? I hate to break it good and bad. Sarita says, hi, everyone. Hi, Sarita. There are carbs in pasta, right? And there are carbs in broccoli. We have to learn to distinguish the good from the bad. The pasta we eat, once we eat it, all carbs convert to glucose in the body. And what happens when you eat pasta, it converts to glucose. Blood sugar rises, right? What are we going to do with the blood sugar? Insulin comes into play, rises, and it takes the glucose and wants to fit that glucose into the cell, right? So our bodies are constantly working. Let's just turn down the blood sugar and let's try to stay away from those refined and processed carbohydrates that raise blood sugar so darn high. Hey, Candace. Candace is very recently part of our new community. Broccoli is a way better type of carbohydrate, right? Broccoli, all the vegetables are good. I hate to demonize food, right? But they're the kind of carbohydrates that we eat and that have a lot of fiber in them, and they raise our blood sugar much more slowly than, for example, white bread or pasta or rice or tortillas or any kind of packaged or processed foods. Hey, Candace, how are you feeling? So when we understand how carbohydrates are processed in the body, we we start to get the concept that we really want to live a low carb lifestyle. Hi, Nels. We don't want to have our insulin levels super high, right? We want our blood sugars to be even throughout the day without any high spikes. That's the goal. So Bobby Joe is saying, I'm having trouble with low blood sugar running 62. Yeah, Bobby, you know what I'll do is after the video, I'll reach out to you. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is for you to provide me with a 3-day food log so I can see where you are right now. It's been a while since we touched base. And that way I can offer suggestions, recommendations to better stabilize your blood sugar, right? We're going to ask you a couple of questions about the medications you're taking and all the rest of it. So I'm going to reach out to you as soon as the video is over. So I was just going to go back to say that we want our blood sugars to be stable throughout the day without any spikes, high or low movements, right? We want to stay stable, even keel. If we accomplish this, we'll feel more satisfied, we'll feel less hungry, we'll have better energy throughout the day. Dawn says, I've been taking off 2 of my blood sugar medications. Yay, good for you, Dawn, that's awesome. So keep up the really good work. And don't forget always, right, because we've been taking off those medications doesn't mean that we are cured. It means that we're in remission, right? This can come back to us. These blood sugar issues can come back. So we have to stay super vigilant, right? But congratulations, that is great. So the next thing I want to talk a little bit about was how post-bariatric cleanse. I want you guys to adapt to this lifestyle, low carb lifestyle, without feeling like you're on a diet, right? Get off the diet roller coaster. I think it's important to understand that the standard American diet is not a healthy way of eating, right? So the closer that we get to a whole foods diet, the better we're going to feel and the better results that we're going to have. It's just that easy, right? So instead of feeling, I have to eat this way, I want you to get joy from saying, I get to eat this way. I get to eat all the good stuff, right? I mean, yeah, you're fortunate that you had the ability that you went ahead and you have your surgery, that you have your tool intact, that you have a good restriction, and you have an eating plan now that is sustainable. It consists of whole, live, fresh, natural, good quality foods. That's my favorite expression, whole, live, fresh, good quality, real food, right? So once you adapt to that way of eating, going back to the standard American diet is disappointing, right? I want to share what happened last weekend, right? I ate a pogo. I don't know where it came from. I decided that I remember how much I love pogos. And I got my hands on a pogo, and I ate that pogo, and you know what? It tasted like yuck. It was really gross. I ate it. It felt really bad. It wasn't the way I remembered it. I haven't eaten a pogo since I don't even remember. I can't even tell you the last time I ate a pogo, right? I was starving, hungry after I ate the pogo. So I might as well not have eaten anything because that's how I felt. Totally not satisfied and like junk. Now, those are the types of processed refined foods that lead to high blood sugar, high insulin levels, uncontrollable hunger, and let's face it, weight gain, right? So what I learned from the pogo is that I no longer like these types of foods. Will I eat them again? Of course I'll eat them again, but it didn't do it for me. It was disappointing, right? So here I am, video is almost over now. Hey Kathy. I'm almost done. If anybody wants to make any comments, after I finish the video, I'm also going to be here at my computer and I'll be answering questions. If you want to go ahead and ask me through Messenger, I'll answer any of those questions. Dr. Kelly Ramos, hey, thanks for joining in. Shawnee, nice to see you here. I'm just about to log off soon. I guess my conclusion today would be, let's all enjoy a simpler way of eating and let's just stick to eating real food. Eating real food. But I want us all to continue learning about food and what it does for us. I want us to never get tired of trying to live a more natural lifestyle, and that includes more natural foods, right? I mean, it's a whole holistic idea. Thumbs up. It's a whole holistic idea. Eating better, sleeping better, drinking lots of water, getting a little bit of exercise a day. I'm not reinventing the wheel, right? Deborah, I don't allow myself to eat pasta, bread, rice. I know these are triggers for me. They're triggers for all of us, Deborah. Those foods are kind of got to be off our radar. And if they happen, take it like a lesson like I learned with my pogo. It's not worth it. Wasn't worth it. Let's just try. Let's just never get tired of learning about food and moving to more natural lifestyle and just more natural foods. So I'm going to log off. I've been here for about 22 minutes now. I wanted to say, you guys, push on. You've got this. And I'm here for you. And if you have questions, just ask me up on Messenger and we can get to it. Okay? Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Have a super weekend. Bye for now.